Greeting dear students. Today we'll be discussing question number 31 of T.S. Grewal's book. So you can open page number 6.58. Let me show you this numerical. Question number 31. So let us read the question first. Kanika, Disha and Kabir were partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 2:1:1 on 31st March 2016. Their balance sheet is given to you. Trade creditors, employees provident fund, then Kanika's capital, Disha's capital, Kabir's capital, bank, debtors, stock, fixed assets, profit and loss account. Profit and loss debit balance is given on the asset side of the balance sheet. Then Kanika retires on 1st April 2016. For this purpose, the following adjustments were agreed upon. Goodwill of the firm is valued at 2-year purchase of average profit of the preceding average profit of 3 completed years preceding the date of retirement. And the profits which are given to us are 2013 and 14, 1000, and for 14-15 it is 1,30,000. So 2 years profit are given to you, and 3rd year's profit will be, latest profit will be the one which is given in the balance sheet. So here we will be taking the average of 3 years profit, 2 years, these are the profits, and this will be loss. Fixed assets were to be increased to 3 lakhs. It is a gain. Stock valued at 120, this is also gain. The amount payable to Kanika was to be transferred to her loan account, and we are required to prepare partners capital account, revaluation account of the partners, and the balance sheet. So as you all know that as per the latest amendment in the syllabus, balance sheet at the time of admission as well as at the time of retirement is being deleted from your syllabus. So we will not be focusing on balance sheet. In this numerical we will be preparing revaluation account and partners capital account. So let us do step by step process. This is revaluation account. You know the format, debit, credit. Here we will be writing particulars, amount, and then particulars amount. And this is my partners capital account. You know we are preparing a combined partners capital account. Debit side, and this is credit side. And we are having 3 partners. One is Kanika, Disha and Kabir. So this is Kanika, Disha and Kabir. Don't change the order. Rather you should check that whether you have written the name of the partners as per the order given in the book. And it is advisable that you always encircle the retiring partner. So Kanika is retiring, so let us encircle the retiring partner. Here we will be writing particulars. Yes. So let us see the first adjustment. Goodwill of the firm is valued at 2-year purchase of average profit of 3 completed years. So what will happen when 2 years profit, 2-year purchase of average 3 years profit? So first of all, the profit for this, I am using this space for working column. So profit of 2013-14 is given to me as, it is given to me as 1 lakh. And the profit of 14-15 is 1,30,000. These two are profits. This is profit as well as this is also profit. And one figure, profit and loss of current year, is given in the asset side of the balance sheet, which is 20,000. So asset side means it is a loss. Rest are profits. profit, but this is a loss, and this is just the she is retiring on 1st April. So just before the retirement, it means they have not distributed this loss. So if you add it up, it will be 2,30,000 minus 20. So 2,30,000 minus 20 will be give you 2,10,000. So this is the 3 years profit. Then you will calculate goodwill average of 3 years multiplied by 2 years purchase. So if you solve it, it will be 70,000. So the goodwill of the firm will be 1,40,000. And here who is retiring? Kanika is retiring. So Kanika's share is, their old profit sharing ratio is 2:1:1, and this is the share of retiring partner. So we can easily calculate Kanika's share of goodwill. Kanika's share of goodwill will be, if you multiply this by 2/4, just half of this, and that will be 70,000. So this is Kanika's share of goodwill. And new profit sharing ratio is not given to you. Question is silent. So we'll just remove Kanika. So whatever is left, that will be their new profit sharing ratio as well as their gaining ratio. So let us start with this adjustment. So first of all, in partners capital, we'll be writing their opening balances by balance brought down. So the opening balance of Kanika is 2 lakhs. Opening balance of Disha is 1 lakh. And Kabir is 80,000. And then trade creditors, nothing to do with the trade creditors. Employees Provident Fund, no. Bank, debtor, stock, fixed assets, profit and loss account. The profit and loss account has to be debited to partners capital because it is given in the balance sheet. See, profit and loss account is to be recorded, is to be taken 2 times. Once at the time of valuation of goodwill, and second will be distributing this loss. Why it's a loss? Because it is given on the asset side of the balance sheet. So let us start. So profit and loss which is given to us is 20,000. So let us distribute 20,000 in the ratio of 2:1:1. So we'll be dividing 20,000 in the ratio of 2:1:1, means 2/4, 1/4, 1/4 respectively. So half will go to Kanika, 10,000 will go to Kanika, and 5,000 Disha, and 5,000 to Kabir. And the next item is the treatment of goodwill. Can you tell me the journal entry? Think over the journal entry for goodwill. This is Kanika's share. I am writing it here. Retiring partner Kanika. Retiring partner Kanika's share of goodwill is 70,000, which is to be contributed by remaining partner in the gaining ratio. So the ratio which is given to us, old ratio is 2:1:1. If Kanika is retiring, what will remain? Remaining ratio will be 1:1. So this is gaining as well as new ratio. So we will be dividing 70,000 in the 1:1 ratio. 1:1 means half of this will be brought in by Disha and half will be brought in by Kabir. So here we will be writing, we will be giving benefit to Kanika. So what will be the journal entry? Disha's capital account debit, Kabir's capital account debit to Kanika for goodwill, and the posting will be by Disha's capital account and by Kabir's capital account. It will be 35,000 in both cases, and here we'll be writing to Kanika's capital, and you can mention in the bracket goodwill. Here also you can mention, that will be better, goodwill in the brackets. So 35,000 will be deducted from Disha's capital, and 35,000 will be deducted from Kabir's capital. So this was my rough work. I am rubbing this. So now what else is given to you after that first adjustment? Fixed assets were to be increased to. Fixed assets increased to 3 lakhs. And moreover, when you are writing this, you can refer working note 1, because this is as per working note 1, and here also you can mention that these are your working note 1 related to valuation of goodwill. So we'll be needing more rough work, so that's why I'm rubbing it here. So the first one is fixed assets were to be increased to 3 lakhs. And what is the value given in the balance sheet? It is 2,40,000. So difference between 3 lakhs, 2 is written. Fixed assets are to be valued, fixed assets were to be increased to 3 lakhs. And while the value which is given in the balance sheet is 2,40,000, so it means there is an increase in the value of asset by 60,000. So we'll be writing by fixed assets 60,000. Now next is, after writing this 60,000, next adjustment is stock is to be valued at 120%. What is the meaning of 120%? It means, it clearly shows that there is a rise in the value of stock by 20%. So the stock value of the stock which is given in the balance sheet is 1 lakh. So if you calculate 120% of 1 lakh, it will be 1,20,000. So how much rise from this to this? Earlier it was 1 lakh and now it is 1,20,000. So what is the rise? Rise is, or increase is 20,000, and you know where to record the increase in the value of stock. It will be recorded on the credit side because it is a gain to the firm. And the next is stock, fixed assets, amount payable. Yes, so these are the 2 adjustments only. So if you add, the total is 80,000. Nothing is written on the debit side of revaluation account. It means this whole 80,000 is your profit. So we'll be writing to profit transfer to partners capital. All partners capital, Kanika will come, and Disha, Kabir, and they'll be dividing this profit of 80,000 in the old ratio. What was their old ratio? It was 2:1:1. So if you divide 80,000, this will be 40, 20 and 20. Right? So let us transfer this profit to the partners capital account also. I am extending this partners capital account by revaluation account. In the bracket you can mention profit. It is 40,000, 20,000 for Disha and 20,000 for Kabir. Now what else after that? After that, it is mentioned that the amount payable to Kanika was to be transferred to her loan account. So let us finalize it. And there is no other amount which is to be transferred. Employees, nothing to do with employees provident fund because it is purely related to employees. So all the adjustments we have done, we are not required to make balance sheet, but the amount of retiring partner will be transferring to Kanika. But we don't have to prepare Kanika's loan account, but we don't have to prepare retiring partner's loan account here. So let us calculate the final balance after this. So the final balance in this will be, it will be 1 lakh, and this will be 1,20,000, and here it will be 2,70,000 and 40, 3,10,000. So let us see the balancing figure. But before that, we'll be writing Kanika's loan account. This is Kanika's loan account. I am writing it again because it is not clearly visible. So this is to Kanika's loan account, and in the last, this is balance carried down, and this balance carried down is for these two remaining partners. So what will be the Kanika's balance which will be transferred to her loan account? It will be 3 lakhs. And there will be no balancing figure in Kanika's account. And the next one is Disha's capital account. So this is this is 1,20,000. And if you deduct 40,000 from this, you will be able to get 80,000 as her balancing figure. So I want to write this 80,000 in front of this balance carried down. Likewise, this is 1 lakh. If you deduct 40,000 from this, it will be 60,000. So these are their balancing figure. So I hope the solution of this numerical question number 31 must be clear to you, how we have done it. And you don't have to prepare balance sheet, so don't put efforts in balance sheet. But otherwise, you can prepare balance sheet, but because it has been deleted, so don't go for balance sheet. But you need to make all the adjustment very carefully, because this is the base. If this gets wrong, it will have a effect on this, because profit is transferred here. So if this side is wrong, the whole calculation will be wrong. So, and the first one is we transferred balance brought down, then goodwill, then revaluation profit. After that, we have given the profit, which was given in the balance sheet. This is a critical point. This profit will be using two times. One, it will be used in the distribution because this was undistributed profit. So that's why we distributed it here, as well as for calculation of goodwill, we utilize this profit also. And in the last, Kanika's closing balance, because Kanika is retiring, so it will be transferred to her loan account, and remaining will remain balance carried down. So I hope the process of preparing this long question must be clear to you. So we can expect 8 markers question from the retirement, because normally 8 markers are coming. But if suppose such kind of question is coming where you don't have to prepare journal entry, it can be a 6 marker also, 3 marks for this and 3 for this, because capital adjustment has also been deleted in the new syllabus. So in that case, the weightage of this particular numerical can reduce. Otherwise, in boards, if you see the previous board papers, this question used to be of 8 marks along with the balance sheet. So our next question is question number 7 from NCERT's book. So I am rubbing it. So let us read the numerical first. Question number 7 from NCERT's book. Pankaj Naresh and Saurabh are partners in a firm, sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. Naresh retired from the firm, and due to his illness, on that the balance sheet is given to you: general reserve, sundry creditors, bills payable, outstanding salary, provision for legal damages, and the capitals are given to you: bank, debtors, then provision for doubtful debts, stock, furniture and premises. And these are the adjustments which are given to you. Premises have been appreciated by 20%, stock depreciated 10%, and provision for doubtful debt was to be made 5% on debtors. Further provision for legal damages is to be made for 1200, and furniture is to be brought up to 45,000. Goodwill is given to you, goodwill valued. Then 26,000 from Naresh capital account is to be transferred to loan account. So who is retiring? Naresh is retiring. So 6,000 has to be transferred to his loan account, and the balance is to be paid through bank account. If required, necessary loan may be obtained from the bank. And you are required to, new profit sharing ratio of Pankaj and Saurabh is decided to be 5:1. So here new profit sharing ratio is given to you. So what is to be done when new profit sharing ratio is given to you? In that case, you will calculate the gaining ratio. Gaining ratio will be new minus old. Old is 3:2:1. So give necessary ledger accounts and balance sheet of the firm after Naresh retirement. So we are not going to prepare balance sheet. Here also we will be preparing only 2 accounts, and those 2 accounts will be a revaluation account, and the next one will be partners capital account. So let us start with the revaluation account. Let me make the format of revaluation account. This is question number 7 from NCERT's book. This is the format of revaluation account. It will be done in the similar manner as we did the previous question, and you need to practice questions like this only. If balance sheet is given, you can ignore the balance sheet and capital adjustment. Rest of the things you can do for the sake of practice. So here you will be writing particulars, amount and particulars amount. So the first adjustment which is given in this numerical: premises have to be appreciated by 20%. So premises are increasing. Increase in asset, where to record increase in asset? You can mention here, this side will be increase in asset and decrease in liability, and here you will be recording decrease in asset and increase in liability. So premises are increasing, so you can write here by premises they are increasing by 20%. So original value is 80. 20% of 80,000 will be 16,000. Now next is provision for doubtful debt is to be made 5% on debtors. So 5% on debtor means 5, and debtors which are given in the balance sheet, 5% on debtors, and the gross value of debtor is 6,000. So if you calculate 5% on this, it will be 300. But how much is given in the balance sheet? In the balance sheet, provision is given as 400. But we want the provision to be 300. It means we will be reducing provision by 100. So decrease in provision is your gain. It will be recorded here by provision for doubtful debts, 100 rupees. Now the next one is provision for legal damages is to be made for 1200. So again you need to make the provision. Making provision means increasing your liability. It is to be increased by 1200. Now next is furniture to be brought up to 45,000. They want furniture to be brought up to 45,000 and the balance sheet value or book value of furniture is 41,000. So it means we will be increasing furniture by 4,000. Increase in asset will be recorded here. So by furniture it will be 4,000. Now let us see the next adjustment. Yes, so that's it. There is no other adjustment given here. Premises is done. Provision for doubtful done. Further provision legal damages 1200. Yes, 20%. Yes, stock is also there. Stock is to be depreciated. To stock is depreciated by 10% and the value of the stock is 9,000. So stock will be writing 900 because it is depreciated. Now you can calculate the profit or loss. So here we can see that we'll be having profit. So how much profit we need to check? This is 20,100. This is also 20,100. And if you deduct from this, it will be 100, 1, 2 and 8, 18,000. So this is the profit. To profit transfer to partners capital, and this time this will be old partners. Again the same will be dividing the profit among old partners in the old ratio. Old ratio is 3:2:1 and three partners are Pankaj, Naresh and Saurabh. So let us divide Pankaj, Naresh and Saurabh. Three is to 2:1 and the profit is 18,000. So 3:2:1 means 9,000, 6,000 and 3,000. So these are their profits. We divided the profit among old partners in the old ratio. So now let us prepare partners capital account. There are three partners. So we need to make three columns. For three partners, and the name of the three partners, this is partners capital account. This is debit, credit, and the name of the partners are Pankaj, Naresh and Saurabh. Pankaj, Naresh and Saurabh. Particulars amount on both sides. So we are not writing amount because we are writing name of the partner and then his amount in this column. So you already know this fact. So let us start with the opening balance. Opening balance has to be the first item. So balance brought down as per the balance sheet is 46,000, 30,000 and 20,000. So the first job after writing opening balance is let us Encircle the retiring partner. Naresh retired from the firm. So this partner is retiring. It is always better to encircle the retiring partner. And then we can transfer the revaluation profit. So that will be by revaluation. In the bracket you can mention profit. Profit will be 9,000, 6 and 3. So now let us see the next adjustment. Next adjustment is goodwill of the firm is valued at 42,000. So first of all, we will calculate retiring partner share. And before calculating retiring partner, yes, you can calculate retiring partner. Naresh share of goodwill. Naresh share of goodwill is will be equal to 3 to 1. So this center one is Naresh, 2 upon 6 multiplied by 42,000. So this will be 14,000. So Naresh share of goodwill is 14,000, and then new ratio is also given to you. So whenever new ratio is given to you along with the old ratio, always go for gaining or sacrificing ratio. So let us calculate. This is your new ratio. New ratio of let me write the name of the partner: Pankaj, Naresh and Saurabh. New ratio, and Naresh is retiring, so new ratio of Pankaj and Saurabh is 5:1, while the old is 3:1. So I hope how I have written first their new ratio, then from that I will be subtracting old ratio, so it will be 2, and because Naresh is retiring, so here it will be 0. So it means the whole benefit of retirement is taken by partner Pankaj. So here who will compensate whom? Pankaj will compensate retiring partner, because Saurabh is not gaining anything at the time of Naresh's retirement. So here the goodwill is 14,000. So full value of goodwill will be contributed by Pankaj. And what will be the journal entry? Journal entry will be Pankaj's capital account debit to Naresh capital account. So let us give goodwill by Pankaj's capital account, and this is goodwill. You can give the reference of working note 1, because here we have shown the calculation of goodwill as well as the calculation of gaining share. So what will be the gaining share of Pankaj? It will be 2 upon 6. I told you need to connect this with this. So 14,000 will be given to Naresh, by whom it will be given by Pankaj, and the journal entry is Pankaj account debit to Naresh. So here we will be writing to Naresh's capital goodwill. In the Pankaj's column it is 14,000. Now let us see what else is given to us. Journal reserve is also given in the balance sheet, so it has to be distributed. I am extending this partner's capital account, so by journal reserve yes. So how much journal reserve is given to us? It is 12,000. So divide 12,000 in the old ratio. Old ratio is 3 to 1. So if you divide 12,000 in the old ratio 3 to 1, it will be 6,000, 4,000 and 2,000. 6, 4 and 2,000. Now after that no other adjustment is given to us. And the last one, the last adjustment, it is mentioned that 26,000 from Naresh capital are to be transferred to his loan account. So we need to transfer 26,000 to Naresh loan account, 26,000, and then next is, and the balance is to be paid through bank. If required, necessary loan can be taken, and the balance is to be paid through bank. So let us calculate the balancing figure, because we won't be able to write here unless and until we'll calculate the balancing figure. Yes. So here it will be 61,000, and this is 54,000, and this will be 25,000. So we'll be writing here 61, 54 and 25,000, and after writing the closing balances, there is no amount as such here. So let us write balance carried down, and this balance carried down, closing balance, will be for Pankaj and Saurabh. So if you deduct 14,000 from 61,000 from 14,000 from 61, you will be able to get 47,000. Yes, and here it will be 26 is already transferred to his loan account, and this is the balancing figure of Naresh. Balancing figure of Naresh will be 28,000, and the balancing figure of Suresh will be 25,000. So this is how it is to be done. Sorry, it is to be written here, because he is not a retiring partner. He will be continuing the business. So this way we will be preparing the long question without balance sheet. So you have seen the steps, how we are doing, how a revaluation account is prepared, then the connected entry is transferred to partner's capital, and what are the elements we recorded in partner's capital, and how we treated goodwill. Goodwill is to be distributed in the gaining ratio, or the adjustment for goodwill is to be done in the gaining ratio, and then it is to be done twice, here also and here also. And in this particular case, only one partner, Pankaj, is gaining, so Saurabh will not contribute anything towards goodwill. And it is clearly mentioned in the question that you need to transfer 26,000 in the loan account, and then bank remaining will be transferred to bank account. And moreover, there was one line, if suppose you are required to make the journal entries, and they are clearly stating that if you can take loan also to make the payment. So available bank balance is 7,600. The available bank balance is 7,600, and while we need to pay 28,000 to retiring partner Naresh. So how much deficiency is there? There is a deficiency of 20,400. So we'll take a loan of 20,400, and what will be the journal entry for taking loan? Journal entry for loan will be bank account debit to bank loan. Then only we'll be able to make the payment of 28,000 to Naresh. So that's all for today. Hope you have understood the treatment, and now you also practice more and more such type of numerical from T.S. Greval's book as well as from NCERT. Thank you. Have a nice day.